Business news today because Asian stock markets have been taking rather a breather, in fact, from recent steep declines, with several regional benchmarks were gaining more than 1%. Then after the news that President Donald Trump plans to ask Congress for a tax cut and other quick measures as well to ease the pain, if you like, of the virus outbreak, as he reacted to Wall Street's biggest one-day drop yesterday since the 2008 global crisis. Oil prices also bouncing back from a record-setting fall. As you can see there, we've got rises right across the board now, in fact, over 2% on the Hang Seng in Hong Kong after those incredible drops of around 8% we saw in many of the markets in Asia and here in Europe as well yesterday. Well, a little bit earlier on, we spoke to our correspondent in Hong Kong, Oliver Farry. He gave us the very latest from there.
It is a mixed recovery within the region. Hong Kong is up. It was up 1.4% on opening. An awful lot of the stocks are actually being bought up by what they call in the trade bottom fishing. So basically investors are buying up the weaker stocks that were cast off yesterday in the hope that they will recover at a later point. On the mainland, Shanghai and Shenzhen have both improved slightly, also particularly because Chinese President Xi Jinping this morning visited Wuhan, which is the epicenter of the coronavirus outbreak. Now, Wuhan and the surrounding Hubei province are certainly not free of their lockdown yet, but this is a symbolic way that the Chinese government wants to present that the country has turned a corner and it is going to be open for business again. And South Korea, the government there has actually tightened the laws on short selling because it is definitely fearing further volatility in the markets at a time when the country is still in mitigation of its coronavirus outbreak.
Oliver Farry there in Hong Kong. Now, travellers are, of course, backing out from many of their holidays, especially cruise holidays. Booking for cruises way down as the coronavirus continues to spread. The Grand Princess, battling that outbreak of COVID-19 on board, finally came into port on Monday amid strict quarantine measures. Cami Nedelec has more.
Amid growing volatility and uncertainty, one of the hardest hit sectors of the economy is the cruise industry. Cruise operators say their vessels in the key market of the Mediterranean are now at 60% capacity, down from 75% last year. That number could fall further, as both the CDC and the US State Department warned passengers to stay away.
US citizens, particularly travellers with underlying health conditions, should not travel by cruise ship. The CDC notes increased risk of infection of COVID-19 in a cruise ship environment.
Older passengers are also advised to avoid cruises. It comes after the Diamond Princess was quarantined in Yokohama for several weeks. Hundreds of passengers contracted the virus and several died. Many travellers are either cancelling or postponing their trips. Carnival, Royal Caribbean Cruises and Norwegian Cruise Line expect to lose over $550 million in Asia alone. The COVID-19 effect could be a lingering one. Some are putting off cruises altogether, with bookings for holidays in Europe for 2021 and 2022 also falling.